Hello and welcome to Sunday Special on Nta Calabar. It's going to be bumper outing tonight as this edition of Sunday Special is packed with stories drawn from the length and breadth of the state. Stories from the state government, developments from the State House of Assembly, National Assembly, and of course other states of the Federation. So tonight's edition is a must-watch. Stay tuned and get requisite information and education to make informed decisions. I am Maureen Leo Ajom. I will be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back to Sunday Special. We begin with this story that the Cross River State Governor, Senator Bassey Otu, is urging Christians to participate in societal activities and governance to enable them defend the faith and laws towards promoting a healthy and developed society. The governor emphasized this when leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria South-South Zone paid him a courtesy visit in his office. Justina Etem tells us more.
We lift your name higher. We lift your name higher. We lift your name higher.
After its zonal executive meeting held in Calabar, the Christian Association of Nigeria South-South Zone deemed it necessary to visit the governor and pray with him in fulfillment of the biblical injunction on Christians to continually pray for leaders. Chairman of CAN, South-South Zone applauds achievements of Governor Tu within few months in office, which cuts across reforms in educational, health, agricultural sectors as well as infrastructural development, describing it as a practical demonstration of love to the people.
We need to appreciate and commend your efforts for the good works you are doing. Number one, from the ongoing renovation of the State Library and the 1111 store to the complete remodeling of the Jew Garden, each project reflects a commitment to modernity and excellence.
We assure you of our fervent prayers. We assure you of our intercessions for you, your family, and the government of Cross River State, and all those that have been entrusted to your care.
Governor Tu, who believes that power belongs to God, says the church has a role to play in choosing leaders towards fostering a secured and progressive society.
Before this time, Christians particularly have been very nonchalant and lackadaisical about people who rule them. And when this happens, leadership goes to anywhere. And before you know it, the society is so twisted that it takes a lot of energy and time to bring it up.
Part of the appeals brought before the governor by the Christian Association of Nigeria South-South Zone includes the need to build a befitting ecumenical center and a secretariat in the state, as well as provision of logistics to promote propagation of the gospel. In Calabar, Justina Etem, NTA News.
In another development, the state governor, Senator Bassey Otu, says the All Progressives Congress in the South-South Zone is not relenting in efforts aimed at increasing the number of states in the zone governed by the party. The governor said this during a meeting convened by executives of the APC in Calabar. Justina Etem again has more.
The closed-door meeting was an avenue to deliberate and fashion out ideas to strengthen the party in the South-South Zone, as well as tackle other issues affecting the party. Fielding questions from journalists, Governor Tu assured to align with President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people.
We all know what the renewed hope agenda is, which is, of course, what I've been preaching here also. And our own, you know, is the people's first. So people's first plus renewed hope means quantum progress. We needed to come together as a family to put heads together in order to deepen APC in the South-South.
Vice Chairman, All Progressives Congress, South-South Zone, Victor Gaydom, says discussions in the meeting were also targeted towards enhancing the chance of the party to emerge victorious in the forthcoming Edo governorship poll.
It's a family meeting, a family union, a family discussion, and is intended to better our own party and reposition the party towards success in the region.
Though Cross River is the only state governed by the APC in the South-South Zone, APC chieftains are optimistic that soon the whole of South-South will be captured by APC. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
Following the activities of mining companies operating in Cross River State, the State House of Assembly is calling on the Office of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice to ensure strict compliance with the provisions of the Nigerian Mineral and Mining Act 2007 to regulate and also monitor the processes of mining operations in the state. Odwak Etem reports that the motion was sponsored by member representing Ikom 1 State Constituency, Abang Samuel Neji.
Cross River State is endowed with abundant mineral resources such as barite, gemstone, tantalite, and other precious stones, which when properly harnessed lead to industrial development. This sector has continued to attract investors to mining communities within the state, and illegal miners are also operating in the mining sites, leaving behind devastated landscape which affect the environment, including water, soil, and food crops, with negative impact on human health and animals. Mining operations with emphasis on the activities of companies operating in the state was deliberated on the floor of the Cross River State House of Assembly, following a motion raised by member representing Ikom 1 State Constituency, Abang Samuel Neji. The lawmaker called on the state government through the Office of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice to enforce strict compliance with the provision of the Nigerian Minerals and Mining Act 2007 for the purpose of regulating all aspects of the exploration and exploitation of soil minerals.
We have been informed that there is a committee in place. So one of the prayers is also to invite the committee being set up by the state governor to appear before the House to explain to us if actually the Mining Act, they are following what the Mining Act actually states. So my passion is to make sure that the state the revenue one, and to make sure that the community that also this mineral being located also benefits from the mineral, and to make sure that whatever involves the environment, if the environment being degraded, not done properly, the environment will also be protected, taking in concern with the Mining Act and the deforestation that is happening in the community.
Other lawmakers supported the motion while stressing the need for special committee to look into mining operations such as licensing, compensation, and other issues.
In the federal government gives you license to operate, you must follow the due process of the law by setting up a committee in each state where the state activities take place. It is on this regard, Mr. Speaker, that I would suggest, even though the state government has come up with something, we should also say they should stop their activities. They should do the proper thing before continuation of their operations. Mr. Speaker, we are aware of the negative effects, adverse effects of illegal mining on our communities. For instance, the degradation of our environment, they behave as if they are not socially responsible, the reduction in our farming space. These are some of the issues that affect our host communities.
We need to think beyond the box and do something seriously to help our state. Otherwise, these guys will continue to leave their states and they get into Cross River State and they do away with these things without following up the normal procedures. Even if they have these licenses, there are certain things or there are certain amount or levies. If you check deeply, my dear colleagues, into the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you may not find an outright situation where the federal government will move into a state which is also an extension of that of the federal government. They move into a state and exploit with a free movement without depositing something economically that add economic value to the state.
If we sit down and cross our hands, that committee, which is mandatory, which is statutory, which is supposed to be set up by the Minister of Mines, if that committee is not set up, then mining activities should not take place in Cross River State. And like I said earlier, Mr. Speaker, they will continue to do that to us. They will continue to exploit us if we do nothing about it. So it is incumbent on us as a state to ensure that that committee is set up.
There should be a total review and overhauling of activities of all the mining sites in Cross River State. And this committee should not be an ad hoc committee, should be a standing committee, both in the House as we make this law.
Speaker, Cross River State House of Assembly, Elvet Ayambem, speaks.
When it comes to the oil in Niger Delta, they say it's the Commonwealth of Nigeria as a nation. It comes to the mining site in Cross River State. They say it is of exclusive list, not in the concurrent list. So it's federal government that give license for mining. So anybody can jump from anywhere and come mining, do mining in Cross River State without regard or respect to the landowners. I think it comes a time when most states will realize their potential and they will rise up to the occasion and tell federal government enough is enough, especially Cross River State. This same Cross River State generates so much revenue to federal government. I thought allocation are awarded to state based on the revenue generation. I speak from an angle of pain here because we need to reposition Cross River State. And federal government, I think it's high time federal government started to position Cross River State in the right perspective.
In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
And say from the State House of Assembly, the House of Assembly is calling on the state government in conjunction with SEMA and other relevant agencies to expedite the process of bringing succor to the victims of the whirlwind destruction in Obubra urban and adjoining communities in the state. The motion was sponsored by a member representing Obubra 1 State constituency of Nta Calabar during plenary. Uduak Etum again completes the story.
Member representing Obubra 1 State constituency of Nta Calabar had earlier visited Obubra urban and adjoining communities in Obubra local government area to ascertain the level of destruction caused by the recent windstorm in the area. This, however, prompted the motion brought before the House by the lawmaker, calling on the state government and relevant agencies to provide succor to the victims of the disaster. He noted that over 100 houses were destroyed and other property worth millions of naira, as well as electric poles and transformer, thereby keeping the community in darkness.
Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues, the situation in Obubra is so pathetic that with the present hardship in the country, so many houses, as I speak to you right now, they are all on the ground. Their zincs are on the ground. The state government, in conjunction with NEMA and other sister management agencies, NDAs, to take urgent steps and measures to bring succor to the affected LDAs across the state.
Other lawmakers expressed concern over the incident while appealing for prompt intervention.
And so I want to align my voice with them by calling on the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, to immediately do something to help the people of the affected people, the victims of this windstorm.
Mr. Speaker, let me lend my voice in this particular motion because government will intervene and do something. I so support.
Speaker, Cross River State House of Assembly, Elvet Ayambem, emphasized the need for tree planting across the state, which is said will minimize the impact of global warming.
So the Ministry of Forestry has to do something in that light. Let afforestation be done, especially across the 18 local governments that makes up Cross River State. It's very imperative in order to ameliorate the suffering of our constituents.
There was also a resolution by the House that Forestry Commission should embark on massive reforestation measures across the states to reduce effects of climate change. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
And that's it on Sunday Special tonight. Thank you for watching. Do stay tuned and join the rest of our programs.